This is John Longton with ESPN Radio 1045theteam.com. On the line with me right now is Xavier Moon, former point guard for the Albany Patroons, Rookie of the Year in the NAPB. He just signed a contract with the London Lightning. I just want to congratulate on that before we get started. Xavier, how's your day going so far today?
I'm having a great day today, man. Currently in the gym, but my day is going pretty great.
How's your offseason been since the NAPB season ended with the Patroons?
It's been nonstop. It was a great year with the Patroons. I really appreciate the Patroons giving me an opportunity to play in Albany, New York, and just been working this whole summer.
Now, from my understanding, that wasn't your first time playing in Albany, New York. You played in the CBI against Siena. How was that experience?
That was a good experience playing in the Time Union Center. It was a big game. There was a lot of people in there, and it was a great opportunity just being able to play at the highest level.
Now, your second time in Albany. Tell me about some of the relationships you had with your teammates and kind of the memories you kind of forged while you're up in Albany.
I built relationships with everybody on the team. Right now, I try to keep in touch with everybody, just make sure everybody stand on top of what they're supposed to be doing. Learned a lot from everybody on the team, from people that didn't play as much to people that was getting 35, 40 minutes. Youngest player on the team, so it was a lot of vets. So, I just came into the season with a mindset to learn as much as I could throughout the season. I feel like I learned as much as possible, and it's going to help me in the future.
Now, for those of you who don't know, he is Jamal Moon's nephew. Tell me about growing up with Jamal and how much of an influence he was on your life and your basketball career.
Man, he's been the biggest influence as far as my basketball career. Him playing in so many different leagues. I think he played with like 18 different teams. So me growing up just watching him kind of sparked that fire in me to want to do the same thing, pretty much following his footsteps. So started at an early age, and I've been playing for a really long time, and he's been playing for a long time, and us getting the chance to play together was just, I can't even put it in words. It's unexplainable. But it was definitely a great year to be playing alongside of him, knowing where he's been and where he got to.
Now, I called a lot of your games this year, and it seemed like you guys were in sync on the court and you knew where each other were going to be pretty much at all times. How special was it playing with your uncle on the court?
Yeah, I feel like everything came pretty natural. We didn't really need like a play call or something like that to somebody draw up a play. It pretty much came natural. Like he knows what I'll do. I know what he'll do. So we just kind of was in the right spot at the right time, and we just made the plays that was the right plays to put our team in the best spot to win.
Now, were you guys supposed to play together in the $2 million tournament?
Yeah, we were supposed to play together, but he got the call from the Big Three, so he wasn't able to play.
He got the call. He got the Player of the Week in the Big Three this past week, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, and I told him he should get the Player of the Week every week
right.
Since they overlooked him in the draft.
Now, how often do you keep in touch with him? You talk to him every day?
Pretty much every day. We do something. If it's WhatsApp, video call, or pretty much any type of communication that we can text message or anything, we talk pretty much every day.
Now, he's been on 18 teams, and you're kind of going down that path as well. You're on your how many teams have you played for since you gotten out of college?
I just played for 2. I went to France. I was in France for 6 months playing with Xavier. Then once I got back from France, I went straight to New York and played with the Patroons, and this will be my second season coming up.
Gotcha. And now, what is your ultimate goal?
I think the ultimate goal is to get to the NBA. That's much every player's ultimate goal if they're playing basketball. But I know it's definitely mine.
Growing up with Jamario, I'm sure you've got a contact with a lot of NBA players in your past and maybe in your present. Is there anybody you keep in contact that's in the league right now?
Not that I can think of right offhand, but I know it's a couple players that I've been around since Jamal moved to Atlanta, but I don't keep in contact with any of them.
Right. How's your relationship with Patroons head coach Coach Rowland?
Oh, that's my guy, man. I just appreciate him giving me the opportunity to come in and fight for a spot with the Patroons. He didn't know he knew who I was because I was in Albany the first time Jamal was there, but I was really young.
Right.
So he gave me the opportunity to come in and showcase my talents, and he gave me a spot, and I appreciate him for that.
So now, when's the season start up in Canada?
It starts in November.
Starts in November. Now, what is your daily regimen from now until then? How are you getting ready for that season to start?
I go to the gym every day at the weight room every day at 4 o'clock. And pretty much staying here for an hour, hour and a half. As soon as I leave here, I go run, and after I run, I go straight to the gym. So that's pretty much a daily routine, Monday through Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I play in the league on Sundays, so pretty much the only quote-unquote off day that I have is Saturday, but I'm still doing something.
When did you realize you could play basketball at a high level?
I think it was my 12th grade year, actually, my senior year in high school. I decided to play football. So I think football like really changed my game. As far as like playing, thinking I could play at a college level, and like once my senior year started at basketball, I was like, okay, I'm way better than I was last year. And then people started telling me like, have you been thinking about playing in college and all that? But the thought never really crossed my mind until I got my first offer.
What position you play in football?
I play quarterback.
Quarterback and point guard, there's a lot of similarities. Can you draw some comparisons in between the two positions?
The football coach told me the same thing. He was like, man, I think we'll try you out at quarterback since, you're the best point guard that I've seen. So I was like, man, I'm with it.
Did you play any other sports growing up?
I played baseball when I was younger. I played for like 8-9 years, but I never played once I got to high school.
Right. Now, say basketball is not an option. What would you do for a career right now? Like, say being an athlete is not on the table right now. What would you go to school for? What would you try to do as a career?
I would probably do something along the lines of business management.
Mm-hmm.
I know I talked to quite a few people that say like the business side of everything is really like where the money is. But people have their own opinions. But I feel like I do something along the lines of business management, like trying to start my own something. Like it'll be something. But I still think it'll be something like dealing with sports.
Right.
Because I'm a sports guy. Even if I wasn't playing, I feel like I'd still be trying to help somebody else get to where they're trying to get or start my own gym or something like that.
So you played for the Atlanta team in the $2 million tournament, and it came down to the wire in your last game against VCU, and you guys barely lost, and the next game would have been in Atlanta. If you think you guys would have had Jamario and been able to play in front of a hometown crowd like that, you could have made some noise in this tournament?
Oh, definitely. He would have been a huge impact if we'd have had him playing. But, unfortunately, he couldn't play. But I feel like we still had a good team. And a lot of people don't know that was my first time playing with them. Like, they put me on the roster. I wasn't in Atlanta to actually practice or, like, go to any of the tournaments to play. But that was my first time playing with them. And I appreciate them for giving me that opportunity, even though my uncle wasn't playing.
It seems every summer this tournament's getting bigger and bigger. I think they're going to have to bump it up to like the $4 million tournament. But what are some of the players' thoughts on the tournament itself and what it means to the game of basketball?
I know some players look at it as an opportunity to put themselves out there. The tournament is televised, ESPN3, ESPN2, ESPNU. So I feel like they take this as an opportunity to put themselves out there and showcase what they can do and try to win $2 million.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I don't see that in any other sport. How many years have they been doing this now? Do you know?
I think this is the fourth year.
And every summer, I feel like it's bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it has, and I think that next year that they actually gonna bump up the way that this year you could have paid like $5,000 to actually get into the tournament instead of like getting votes. So I think they're gonna up the $5,000 to like $8,000 next year because there's supposed to be more teams trying to get in or whatnot.
Yeah, there's a lot of buzz. There's a local team, Jimmer Fredette. I'm not sure if you know that he's from this area, and he's got a team going right now. And then there's a lot of buzz around Boeheim's Army as well. So I feel like this tournament touches a lot of local bases and a lot of national bases and brings a lot of people together for the game of basketball, which basketball is now a year-round sport if you're looking at it, because the buzz right now is the NBA Summer League and NBA free agency. It's full circle. How long is the National Basketball League of Canada season?
The Canadian season is from November to May. Training camp starts October 15th.
Okay.
So I'll probably go up there like September or early October.
We wish you the best of luck up here in Albany, and we hope things that work out for you. But we wouldn't be sad about seeing you back in a Patroons jersey. But we wish you the best up here.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. I wouldn't mind being back in a Patroon jersey one day.
And that is former Patroons point guard Xavier Moon joining us on the line from Alabama. Xavier, thanks for joining us today.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a nice day.
You too.